Technology has significantly improved since 1971, when the first email is sent, and to when the first mobile phone was launched, costing $4,000. A 10-hour charge provides 30 minutes use in 1984. Over the years, technology has made a significant improvement to our lives by making our education system better, making better ways of communicating with each other, and improving our healthcare. Humans have invented many new technologies since the 1900s, but we are making this world a better place or worse. It's clear to see that the rate of progress is increasing. At different points throughout history, there has been hundreds, thousands of years between key developments. For example, when the first Apple computer was invented in 1970 to 2000, when the first cell phone was created, these technologies had at least 10 years between them. In recent years, the gap between significant developments appears to be reducing. One theory that could support this is Moore's law. He talks about the law of accelerating returns. This law is a computing term which originated around 1970s. The simplified version of this law states that processor speeds, or overall processing power for computers, will double every 2 years. Gordon Moore was an American businessman who was the chairman of Intel Corporation. He mentions that the power of computers will double every 2 years. A lot of people back in 1965, when his law came about, believed his law was all made up, but by looking at data and graphs, you can tell that the rate of technology has actually increased. Between 2000 and 2019, there is at least 1 to 2 years apart from key technology inventions. For example, between 2000 and 2003, Wikipedia and Blu-ray came out. Although you may think that all of these new technologies are great and will hopefully make the world a better place, it can cause some serious negative effects. These new technologies will make it easier for hackers to be able to steal information and card details. There will be easier access to pornography and more cyber attacks. The reason why there will be easier access to all this information is because humans can't catch up with the rate of how quick these technologies are producing. The House of Lords can't make up laws to protect people as quick as these technologies are produced. If the rate of acceleration continues, there will be both positive and negative impacts. Kurzweil says that by 2020, computers will be more powerful than our brains. And by 2029, computers will hold double the amount of information than our brains. What does Kurzweil mean when he says singularity? Singularity is a future period during which the pace of technology change will be so rapid, its impact so deep, that human life will be irreversibly transformed. If the rate of acceleration continues to double every 2 years, this might mean that communicating will be easier and faster. Back in the 1900s, there were no phones or internet, and a letter took at least 10 days to reach someone. But since the 2000s, every 2 years to the current date, there has been a lot of new technology being produced. Today we have social media, mobile phones and the internet to be able to communicate with anyone from around the world. It has even been that successful that they have even introduced VR and mobile phones that call people for you without you having to do anything. For example, Apple phones. Although you may think that all these new technologies are great and will hopefully make the world a better place, it can cause some serious negative effects. These new technologies will make it easier for hackers to be able to steal information. Collaboration is essential in the workplace and in the media industry, as it encourages creativity, teamwork, and creates good relationship skills with employees. By working in teams, this enables employees to be faster and more efficient in their work. For example, HP and Ivory. Ivory have been collaborating to create professional video for HP products. James Surowiecki talks about the power of groups equipped with modern technology. He suggests that groups are more intelligent than any of the individual members in a group. James also points to a story by Sir Francis Galton, where he observed contestants trying to guess the weight of an ox at a village fair. As an example of the wisdom of crowds, he says, diversity and independence are important because the best collective decisions are the product of disagreement and contest, not consensus or compromise. This shows that it doesn't matter if everyone disagrees on an idea. Everyone has their own opinions, so by people disagreeing, it will help bring out new ideas. Having people from all cultures and backgrounds is better than just having one kind of ethnicity in a team, as it brings new ideas into the discourse. Data is like a footprint that shows you where you've been and gives an indication of where you're going to. This can be called your digital footprint. Facebook and Google, for example, uses digital footprints. They collect your data usually without you being aware of it. Google does this a lot, as sometimes when you type something into your search engine, it will later come up in Facebook as an ad or on an app. Eli Pariser talks about something called a filter bubble. This is when you are in a situation in which an internet user encounters only information and opinions that conform to and reinforce their own beliefs, caused by algorithms that personalise an individual's online experience. In the TED Talk, Eli Pariser mentions this quote from Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook's "A squirrel dying in front of your house may be more relevant to your interests right now than people dying in Africa." This theory can be linked as it's a way of saying that people aren't aware of the bad stuff going on in this world because they're in this bubble where they are so addicted to what they see on their phones. Technology is developing at an ever-increasing speed. However, legalisation is taking twice as long time to change. As a country, we can't make up laws quick enough in comparison to the amount of technology being produced. Copyright laws have been around since 1710 and have dramatically changed since then. The law gives the creators dramatic artistic works, sound recordings, broadcasts and films, rights to control the ways in which their material may be used. These rights cover copying, adapting, renting and lending copies out to the public. Larry Lessig talks about how these talking machines are going to ruin the artistic development of music in this country. By having such strict laws on copyright, it could have an impact on artists, as they wouldn't be able to share their music with others. It may well ruin the artistic element of the music industry. Most artists need influence from other artists. This could link in with the Howard Rheingold's theory about smart mobs, as sometimes collaboration is better than just a singular mind. The House of Lords can't make up laws to protect people as quick as these technologies are produced. Lots of these new technologies have made a very positive impact of the social side to communities. This can be many things like driverless cars, self-service scanners, automated kitchen appliances, waiterless restaurants and more. A lot of pensioners struggle with day-to-day tasks, and by having these automated appliances, it takes the strain off their health. Jason Silva is a Venezuelan-American television personality, filmmaker and public speaker. His goal is to use technology to excite people about philosophy and science. He mentions this quote, "Technology is, of course, a double-edged sword. Fire can cook our food but also burn us." When Jason says it can also burn us, he means that these technologies can also have a negative impact on humans. We can lose our jobs due to the fact that automated things have taken over our lives and could lead to our computers being hacked. There's real worries over our safety and privacy when everything turns into smart technology. These new technologies will have a serious impact on our future, especially for people that are born in the 2000s, as this is when phones and social media started coming out. These social media apps were great at the time, but over the years they've had serious effects on young teens and adults. According to a new study of 1,000 UK teenagers, 47% have been cyberbullied, with 70% experience it on social media and Facebook being the most common platform. If these social media apps continue to grow, this is going to carry on getting worse and they will need to put more security in place to stop this cyberbullying. Overall, new technologies are going to continue to grow at an ever-increasing rate. Also, the risk of a cyber attack is highly likely. I feel like the government should start to look more into protecting us and keeping us safe, rather than focusing on things that are less important.